Hi, in this video we're going to be taking a look at the circle of fifths. Now if you're a beginner you may be thinking, circle of fifths, it looks like King Arthur's round table with all these weird and wonderful letters and Roman numerals in. Very complicated. It isn't complicated at all. All you need to know to be able to understand the circle of fifths is A, B, C, D, E, F, G and how to count up to 5. That's all you need to know. If you can do them two things, you will be able to understand the circle of fifths. We're going to also look at a few neat tricks to be able to understand the chords within the keys and how to use them to benefit your playing. So first of all, we see there the circle of fifths. And we have our first key, the key of C, which has no sharps or flats in it. So how do we use this? Well, in the centre we have the minor keys. We're not interested in looking at them just yet, so ignore them for now. So count along from C, C, D, E, F, G. So count along 5 places, C, D, E, F, G, gives us our next key, the key of G, which has 1 sharp in it. Count along from G, G, A, B, C, D, gives us our next key, the key of D, which has 2 sharps in it. Count along from D, D, E, F, G, A, 5 spaces, key of A, which has 3 sharps in it. Count along from A, 5 places, A, B, C, D, E, gives us the key of E, which has 4 sharps in it. Count along from the key of E, 5 places, E, F, G, A, B, gives us the key of B, which has 5 sharps in it. So each key, starting with C, no sharp, next key has 1, next key has 2, next key has 3 sharps, so on and so forth. So we've gotten to the key of B. After B, C, D, E, F. In this case it's an F sharp, which has 6, is that right? 2, 4, 6, just checking. 6 sharps in it. Go along from the key of F sharp, F, G, A, B, C. In this case C sharp, has 7 sharps in it. After that we get to the keys which have flats in it. So we've gone through all the keys with sharps in it. Now with the circle of fifths, if we're going clockwise we're counting up 5. When we go backwards we count 4 places. So in the case if we're on the key of G, the previous key will be G, A, B, C. So anti-clockwise, counting 4 places. So for me it's a lot easier to work out our keys which have flats in it by counting 4 places here to work them out. So if you go back to the key of C, you can see in the diagram there, so we're going to the key of F, which is before C. So C, D, E, F, which has 1 flat in it. The key of F, G, A, B, which has 2 flats in it. B, C, D, E flat, which has 3 flats in it. E, F, G, A flat, which has 4 in it. A, B, C, D flat, which has 5 in it. And you could go to the key of G flat by D, E, F, G flat. So that's very simply how to work that out. And you could work that out on your fingers. You don't necessarily need the circle of fifths to be able to constantly work everything out. It should be able to be worked out on your fingers or in your head. Now if we come to the notes that are in these keys, because knowing the circle of fifths now and you know how to work out the keys, you're not going to be able to play like Eddie Van Halen or Eric Clapton by knowing that. So why are we going to even really need to know the circle of fifths? Well, if we take the key of C for example, the notes that are in the key of C are C, D, E, F, G, A and B. Very good. How does that help you? Well, if we look at the chords, when we assemble them group of notes to form the chords that are in the key of C, we'll have the 1st, the 4th and the 5th will become major chords. All the rest are minor except for the last one, B, which is a diminished chord. So in our key of C we'll have C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, which is our relative minor key. So C and A minor are relative, which you can see on the chart there. And the last chord B is diminished. So that rule, the first, the fourth and the fifth are major, the rest are minor, and the last one is diminished. And we can apply that rule to every single key. So if we do that, if we're going to go to the key of G. So how do we get the key G? You haven't got your circle of fifths chart in front of you, and you don't know what the key G is. You think, well, C has no sharps in it. C, D, E, F, G, 5 places. What are the notes that are in the key of G? And we'll start with G, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. The last note in this one is going to be sharpened, so we're going to have an F sharp. So C, D, E, sorry, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp. The first, the fourth and the fifth are major, the rest are minor, the last one's diminished. So in this case we'll have an F sharp diminished. The key after G, G, A, B, C, D, which has 2 sharps in it. So what are the notes in the key of D? D, E. We're going to carry the F sharp over from the previous key. So we've got F sharp, G, A, B, C. The last note in that key is going to be sharpened like in the previous key. So have an F sharp and a C sharp in that key. Again, the rule, the first, the fourth and the fifth we can turn into major chords. The rest are minor chords. The last one in this case is C sharp diminished. So the next key after D, D, E, F, G, A. So what are the notes in the key of A? A, B, we've carried over the C sharp into that key. D, E, we've carried over the F sharp, and we have a G, and we're going to sharpen that one because it is the last note in the key. So the same rule applies. The first, the fourth and the fifth are major chords. The rest are minor. The last one, in this case G sharp, is a diminished. We'll go to the key of E. So the next key after A is E, A, B, C, D, E, carrying on 5 places. So what are the notes in the key of E? We've got E, we've carried over our F sharp, we've carried over our G sharp, we've got A, B, we've carried over the C sharp, and the last note, which is D, is going to be sharpened because it is the last note in the key. Again, first, fourth and fifth are major, the rest are minor, and the last one is diminished. Now see whether you can do the same thing by working out what the next key is, by doing it on your fingers. So we're now going to come to the keys with flats in. Now if you look on your circle of fifths, if we work backward, anti-clockwise, we can count along 4. So say we're on the key of G and we wanted to know the previous key, we go C, G, A, B, C. That will give us our previous key. So the previous key to C, if we're working anti-clockwise, is C, D, E, F. Now in this case, these keys have a flat in. So in the case of the key of F, it has a B flat in it. So again, what are the notes in that key? F, G, A, B flat, C, D, and E. So again, the first, the fourth and the fifth. The first, the fourth and the fifth are major, the rest are minor chords, the last one is diminished. What key comes after the key of F? Count along 4, F, G, A, B flat. So the key of B flat. What notes are in the key of B flat? B flat, C, D. Got an E flat in this one, F, G, and A. How do we know that we've got an E flat? We'll count along 4 from B flat, B, C, D, E, and we know we've got that note in there. So it has 2 flats in it. The first, the fourth and the fifth chords are major, the rest are minor, the last one's diminished. So we come after B flat. What comes after B flat? B, C, D, E flat. So we've counted along 4 there. So E flat, the notes in there are E flat, F, G, A flat, because we've counted along 4 places together. The B flat's carried on, C and D. Again, the 1st, the 4th and the 5th are major chords. The rest are minor, the last one is diminished. So that's quite a lot to take in. Use the charts on the screen. See whether you can work out the other keys. I've kind of come from this from the guitarist point of view and looked at the keys that a guitarist would want to learn, because a lot of flat keys are what piano players use, where guitarists tend to stick with chords like the C, the G, the D, the A and the E. See whether you can work them out instead of me just rattling through all of the different notes and ending up being a bit mind boggled. Look at the charts on the screen and see whether you can work it out for yourself, and you'll be able to see how the chords work with each other, and you'll be able to use it to benefit yourself. So as always, thank you for watching.